Just listen to this, okay? Shh. All right, here's what we're going to get into today. And let me apologize that the videos might be slightly out of sequence in this little adventure of mine. And one of the reasons is because, well, I'm jumping around a lot. I just came back from about a week down there I-10 and, you know, the Blythe area, looking at World War II camps and World War II battle sites. And I got to thinking about these mines up here in Miss Cara. And it dawned on me there is another mine that I forgot to check that I knew about, and I've just totally slipped my mind. Now, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to check that mine. It's actually two, because I found another one that's really spooky. If you look over there, that's the, I think that's Goff's Bluff or something, Butte. And those is cell tower up there is the last cell tower that received a ping from Cara's phone. So we know her phone was in this area. We don't know if she actually was or not. Now Interstate 40 and the truck stop is just around this hill. You can see it if you're over there by the washing machine that's been shot up, but you can't see it from here. So whether or not she's out here, who knows, but we know her phone was last pinged here. And that's why the family wanted me to search this area. Now, this particular spot is a little shaky because, well, let me just show you something first. If you look up the hill, you can see that big mound of dirt right there, for like fresh dirt. That's actually a mine shaft, and there's a couple mine shafts up there. But there's one right in the top of that that is really freaking spooky. You go straight down, you can slip down in it, no problem. There's a little one that goes on the side of the hill over there. I don't think it goes very far. But I looked at that last night when I got in, and we're going to drop a camera down there. And the main reason because, well, there's a couple of reasons. One is that it's really spooky. It's a very old mine. In fact, let me show you something. There's a can here. And there's a lot of these cans around, and you can see this little solder mark right here. That's how they used to seal these cans up back in the old days. That can's at least 100 years old. Could be 120 easy. So this is a very old mine. But looking down here, you can tell it's a party spot. Now, I spent the morning kind of cleaning the whole area up because it was just absolutely trashed. And it was just a nice, easy thing to do and giving back a little bit. And there's all kinds of drug paraphernalia around here. I just saw something over here when I was looking at that, getting out of the, yeah, here it is, when I was getting out of the truck. I do believe that's some type of drug paraphernalia. I think I stepped on it since I originally saw it. But, you know, things go on in this area besides Miss Cara missing. And that mine is so freaking spooky. I wouldn't be surprised if we find something else in there that we're not even looking for. So let's get our stuff together. What I did is I found a pole. And I had to put a little splint on it because it was bent. So I can lay that over the mine shaft entrance and hook a rope over it and lower myself down. And hopefully this splint will hold. I might need to put another band of electrical tape on it. But I think, yeah, it might hold me if I'm lucky. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to use that to help lower the camera down. But the camera will be also tied off to me. So if that breaks, I won't lose anything. All right, so you ready? Another mine coming up. I don't know if it'll be this video or not, but it's actually out there close to the interstate and I mean right off the highway. And if I hadn't just been glancing in that direction last night when I pulled in here, I would never have noticed it being there. And it is the ultimate in spookies because it's if I was going to dump something I wanted to get rid of out here and I knew the area, that's where I'd put it. Let me grab my gear and we'll hike up the hill. All right, so that's where we started the video. We're up on top now. This is the mine that I want to drop the camera down. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't go straight down. It kind of goes down at an angle, hits solid rock, and then continues on off to the side. And the way I have my camera set up, I won't be able to see anything. And we can pretty much see everything from up here if we shine a flashlight down there. So we'll take a quick look at that with a flashlight. It looks perfectly clean. There's another shaft down there I want to show you, but it's collapsed. Let's take a peek here with the flashlight. All right, so we'll take a peek from up here. You can see it goes down on an angle, and it looks clean. Let's see if I can get to not drop the flashlight. I don't know if you can see that or not. Down at the very bottom, it hits rock, and if you drop a rock, it bounces off to a tunnel that has water in it. So you know, even though we could probably, I mean, I could get down there if I had my, you know, if I had my rappelling gear, not that I'd want to. I think it's just going to end in water. I'm just going to drop this little rock down there just so you can hear that. And it just amazes me that there's water right there, and look how high we are by the valley floor. But it's holding water, man. That's just absolutely amazing. All right, you ready? Just listen to this, okay? Shh. Substantially flooded tunnels there. I mean, if you drop the body down there, it might actually hit that thing and bounce into it. But there's no way I can look at it with our, I just have basically a rope today that will go straight down. I can't go off on angles. Although next time we come out here, I will have a rig that can do that, I promise you. Let's go look at this thing real quick and go to the other mine. Yeah, just over the hill. It's fascinating to me to think that, you know, the miners are out here like 1900, 1880, 1900, doing their thing. And this is probably when these mines were abandoned. They probably weren't worked much after that. But here's another kind of same thing. And you can see it's full of the timbers have all collapsed into it. I'm not going to even attempt to look down into that one. It may have been like that since they abandoned it, who knows. There's a couple other little holes down there, but no real shafts. Well, before we do that, let me show you something. You might wonder, how did they get all that ore out of those shafts like that? And the way they did it was they had a big thing set up here, pulley and winches and whatnot. They would have had a big like tripod, I forget what they call them, slips my mind, of course, over here that they could winch up the buckets, the big buckets full of ore, and dump them into carts or whatever, and load them onto trucks and take them off to wherever they get it crushed. Because what they would do is, if they were into gold bearing ore or other minerals, they would crush this stuff up into very fine powder to get the minerals out. Looky, 40 Smith & Wesson. I'm collecting brass on this trip just for the heck of it. I got a giant bag of it already. Okay, let's go gather my stuff up and we'll head to the next one.